Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a minute, and by that I mean it's been just about a year. I think the last time I was on YouTube from a budget was literally last July. So I'm hoping to make this a regular thing, but just for your curiosity, where I was for a whole year, last year, towards the end of summer, I decided to take a job with my kids' school, and so I worked there for the school year, and now we're on summer break, and so I'm looking to pick up YouTube again because I have decided not to return for this year. So yeah, that's where I've been. Here's where we're going. My YouTube name is This Mama Budgets. This is where I plan to show all family finances, everything that we do to run on a single income, and just so you can see that a budget helps us with anything but not everything. And if you want to see like more of behind the scenes, you can follow me on Instagram at House of Adriana. But if you want to see more family finances oriented kind of style, this is definitely where you want to be. So go ahead and please hit that subscribe button. But anyways, we're going to get started right into July. And I have taken some time to show you exactly what I will be using for my budgeting from here on out. So let's go ahead and get started. As well as I don't share our income at all as either. I just share our numbers. I think it's more important to see the process than the actual numbers, and I don't want you to focus so much on numbers. So anyways, here's what I will be using. So first of all, I will be using a budget calendar, and this is where I will keep all of our things that are due, our paydays, and what kind of event are happening that we will use our budget for. And then as well as you'll see some credit card. I haven't used a credit card since our vacation, but I have it on here. So I have when the credit card is due, but then also when the statement close date is. And what I have found is that if you pay the credit card off here, it doesn't get reported until the 12th. So you want to make sure that you have a zero balance or lowest balance before its close date, because this is when it gets reported to the credit card companies. And I have found that out a little bit late in the game. And so they've said that if you keep it low or at zero, this is how your credit score goes up. So I am going to see how that works. So then here's our full calendar. We've got, right now it is the 9th of July, so all this has already happened, but I'm going to be doing a budget calendar. Right now I'm currently doing a no spend month, calling it No Buy July, and this is my setup. My colors are green, means it was a no spend, blue was a planned, and then of course this reddish pink was meant that I spent money. We spent money. And then we go ahead and have our monthly budget summary. So this is also how I will be setting up our budget monthly, but then also I will come back at the end of the month and do what we actually spent. And I've gone back and forth. I have done budgeting, you guys, for so long and in so many ways. But what I've actually done is that I have gone through our quarter. So this is our results for Q2. Like, this is everything we have spent. And what I've done is I've gone through and I've taken the averages of our, I think it's our 4 or 5 most important variables. So gas, groceries, household items, miscellaneous, and unbudgeted. And I have found the average of those. And so that's what I'm going to write down in the monthly budget, hoping not to go over. So for instance, and hopefully we'll get to fill this out, but if for instance, I have found that the average that we have spent on groceries for Q2, which is April, May, and June, was $1,490 a month. So I will put $1,400 on my grocery line for the month, and then I will do a weekly check-in. And this is where I will put like grocery right here, I will put $1,400. And then for the week, so week 1 of July, I'll put what we spent and then what we have remaining, just to go through the month to make sure to see what we are spending and hopefully not go over budget. This is how I plan to do it. It seems to work a lot better this way, because what I've also done before is the paycheck, which I will still have to do, but we're obviously, my husband is paid weekly, so we do a paycheck budget every week. But instead of just saying, oh, I need $300 for groceries this week, or $400 or whatever, I will be able to look back on our weekly check-in and be like, oh, okay, so if we only have $500 left, I gotta be careful and make it work for that week. So I plan on doing the paycheck budget setup. And then we have an expense tracker. So far this is what we have spent for the first week of July, which is the 3rd, which is also what I call paycheck 1. So for P1 is the 3rd through the 9th. So today would be a closing day for me. And so that's where I put the expense tracker. And then at the end, I'll go through for each category, and I'll share my categories with you. I'll go through each category and sum it all up. So at the end, right here in the summary, I will know how much we spent on the categories. So let me see. So here are the categories. I feel like this might be helpful. And I definitely do color coordinate. So all of our bills here are in a blue highlighter. These are our variable expenses minus the savings, and these are the ones that are actually the ones I need to pay attention to, which is gas is gonna be in purple, groceries is supposed to be like more of a teal color like this. Household is green. I don't know, that's like a bluish purple. It's gonna be our household. And then unbudgeted is gonna be in a bright, bright yellow like this, and other. And then we have our savings, which includes our yearly account, retirement, which is like a Roth IRA, so it's after tax money. And then we have family birthdays and Christmas. Our variables are spending money for my husband and myself, cash envelopes, and sinking funds. Unbudgeted could really be anything. Like for instance, right now in July, we had 3 things that were unbudgeted. So that will fall under that category. And that will, I'll make a note at the end so I can see what to budget for possibly next year or next month. And then our bills include Disney Plus, our internet, Netflix. I have it crossed off pest control, but we recently got this back because we were having a huge insect problem because it is really warm over here in California, like over 100 degrees, and the insects were just looking for like a retreat. So they were coming into the house. So we decided to re-up our pest control. And since we've done that, I'm happy to report that the insects are non-existent, but there was a startup fee for that. And then there's a monthly fee. So that was it was unbudgeted for sure. Then we have our cell phone, life insurance. My son does band, so we have his band rental. We have Apple gymnastics, gym memberships, which are these 2, and then a Weight Watchers app, which I have to cancel. And then we have our debt, which is going to be in this bright, like coral red color. And right now our debt is only our car payment. And then we have housing. You'll see that as a line item, and it's housing. And that literally includes one of our major utilities, water, trash, sewer, and then our actual base rent payment. So housing encompasses all of that. Okay, so that's everything that I will be using going forward for July and into December. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and please leave them below. My next video, we are going to do a July setup. Okay, you guys, thank you for joining me as always. If this is stuff you want to see, family finances, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the video setting this all up. Bye, guys.